What's up BTS, it's your host Michaela, and I'm here to break down the top 10 celebrities who forgave their partners for cheating. But before we jump into the countdown, tell me in the comments below, do you agree or disagree with celebrities who forgive their partners for cheating? At number 10 we have Selena Gomez, whose back then bestie Taylor Swift seemed to confirm Selena's previous on-again, off-again boyfriend, Justin Bieber, had cheated on her following fan speculation. There had been endless rumors of Justin being unfaithful back then between 2011 to 2014, but he and Selena continued to reconcile and break up for years after, each time while fans assumed they were officially done. Right before Justin tied the knot with his childhood friend and current wife Hailey Baldwin in 2018, rumors of Selena and Justin's relationship resurfaced, but by 2019 Taylor had basically stepped in to save her best friend. At the time, Taylor was fresh off her back and forth feud with singer Katy Perry and seemed to be on a path of airing it all out via Tumblr one weekend. On it, she details her issues with record executive Scooter Braun and naturally with Kanye West and Justin Bieber. This of course is where things get a bit messy. Even Suicide Squad actress Cara Delevingne ended up getting involved at one point. Still, it was inevitable that Taylor's own fans found themselves right in the middle of the mess over multiple social sites. However, one fan in particular responded to Justin's "we haven't gotten to communicate our differences" comment, which was alluding to the rumors surrounding him cheating on Selena, as well as some of Taylor's issues with Kanye, through a comment that stated, "You cheated on her best friend and then publicly sided with the man who made revenge against her. Was she supposed to invite you over for tea? F out of here." Where the quote confirmation came from was Taylor liking the post, which obviously led a majority of the internet to believe Taylor confirmed the Jelena rumors. At number 9 we have Beyonce, who remained loyally devoted to her still husband Jay Z after he confirmed having cheated on her. Naturally, the world was shocked to see Hollywood's favorite couple going into shambles, especially after Beyonce's sister Solange Knowles was seen attacking Jay Z in an elevator. In light of the incident though, mass speculation spread that Solange was merely playing tit for tat because of the rumors stimulating from Jay Z cheating on her sister. Both stars eventually hinted at said gossip through their music, with Beyonce releasing Lemonade and Jay Z dropping 444. But before this, Jay Z gave us the direct scoop for the very first time publicly during a New York Times styled magazine interview where he discussed his life back then. Beyonce and Jay Z also had prior plans to release a collaborative album in light of everything as they were creating music together, but ended up deciding to go with their solo projects. Jay Z did admit that therapy helped him deal with his past issues and prevented what looked to be their incoming divorce at the time. However, nowadays the rapper-singer twosome have since renewed their vows and appear to be much more content with their current life. At number 8 we have Gabrielle Union and former fiance Dwayne Wade. The two engaged back in 2013 but briefly separated during the time when Dwayne had conceived a baby boy with Aja Matoyer. The announcement for Dwayne's new bundle of joy was released worldwide less than a week following Dwayne's engagement announcement with Gabrielle. Despite this, Dwayne has referred to his child as a blessing. Oppositely, Gabrielle received infinite hardships from the strain in the relationship, which started off in 2008. Fast forwarding to 2021, Gabrielle talked about their issues in more detail, urging others to be careful when seeking advice from people who have not successfully healed from their own traumas and are trying to help someone else. Regardless, the couple managed to work through their heavy stress and have seemingly become happier in their current marriage of a little under 8 years. They share a younger daughter named Kavya James. At number 7 we have leading Twilight stars Kristen, Stewart, and Robert Pattinson. Back when Robert became romantically involved with Kristen, who played his on-screen lover in the romantic action vampire franchise, fans were elated with the discovery of them dating. As private as the two attempted to remain about the relationship, fans were practically obsessed with their fairy tale type of romance. However, fans were soon extremely crushed to find out that Kristen had cheated on Robert with her Snow White and the Huntsman director Rupert Sanders, a film which included Rupert's then wife Liberty Ross. Despite the fact that it was revealed the two never slept together, Kristen still gave a public apology to Robert, who forgave her even though they broke it off less than a year later. Robert referred to their relationship as something that was normal in young people, and it never really recovered after that. However, in the years since her affair, Kristen detailed how she managed to get caught up in the scandal, explaining that the cheating was merely a kiss shared between her and Rupert. And even though the stars have been separated for nearly a decade now, Kristen revealed she would have been content marrying Robert if they had gotten to that point. Still, Kristen did acknowledge how the intense pressure around them as young public figures also played a part. In conclusion, the Twilight leads split, and so did Rupert and his wife. Despite Kristen understanding how their scandal was the nail in the coffin of her former relationship, she didn't forget to inform us how the media storm surrounding her relationship with Pattinson made her a stronger person. At number 6 we have rapping duo Cardi B and Offset, who for starters are indeed still together and married to this day. However, there were quite a few instances in their timeline when things were looking a little blurry, and at one point the couple was certainly headed for for divorce, amid chatter that Offset was unfaithful throughout the entirety of their relationship. Reports of infidelity on Offset's half have been floating around from the very start, but most notably, images of Offset being unfaithful to Cardi were once leaked off his iCloud by hackers. However, Cardi has insisted on her desire to keep their marriage afloat and work through their issues, stating that she has no reason to explain their situation, which, quote, happens to everyone, to anybody who asks this of her. Yet the two did have a momentary separation in December 2018. Cardi even went as far as filing for divorce of Offset's alleged endless infidelity, who had a previous bad rep for being a womanizer. Offset has denied the gossip time and time again, but multiple women have reportedly stepped forward to inform the female rapper, which again led to their eventual temporary divorce. According to a source from E!, Cardi did attempt to forgive and put her trust back into Offset in 2017, but it seemingly backfired on her as she was later plagued with embarrassment and only attempted to move on at first for their child. After deeming her situation as enough is enough, the narrative that Cardi dumped Offset for good is no longer viable due to the fact that they are still currently together and seem to be doing much better. At number 5, we have Vanessa Bryant and her late former husband of 20 years, basketballer Kobe Bryant. Kobe had previously admitted to his affairs in 2003 while he was facing essay allegations from a Colorado woman. It seemed he was on the brink of also losing Vanessa along the way, as at one point he was sure she would be done with him. Instead, Vanessa stuck it out with Kobe through the publicly scandalous issue. Things seemed great for them until 2011 when another woman claimed she engaged in an affair with the former sports star. However, after Vanessa promptly filed for divorce, the ordeal was dropped and they reconciled in 2013. Kobe was captured all over the country with a variety of women who were not his wife when Vanessa reportedly hired an army of private investigators to figure out what was going on. And it was said that the PIs gathered quite the incriminating evidence against him. A close insider to Vanessa once described Vanessa's overall emotions over the situation, where they referred to Kobe as out of control due to his various affairs over the course of their marriage. Apparently, whenever Kobe was caught red-handed in the past, he would smooch his wife with expensive gifts ranging from cars to jewelry. However, as the source once said, each time he promised to reform and each time he broke his promise. At number 4, we have basketball player Nick Young, who revealed he cheated on his former fiancée and musical artist Iggy Azalea through a previously leaked secret video. At the time, the two braved the storm by attempting to work things out as they remained engaged, but surely enough, Nick showed that he was not willing to change much. In the words of Iggy, she detailed, "I broke up with Nick because I found out he had brought other women into our home while I was away and caught them on security footage." According to reports, Iggy actually received her payback by burning all his things in a bonfire. Big yikes. In the midst of their separation, Iggy also addressed the gossip that stated she left Nick because he had another child with the mother of his young son. But Iggy admitted that she didn't even know about that until it was revealed in E! News. At number 3, we have reality star Kourtney Kardashian and her previous partner Scott Disick. Now, Scott has been surrounded by rumors of him cheating on Kourtney throughout the duration of their Keeping Up with the Kardashian filming. Despite the fact that the two former partners share 3 children together, Scott was reportedly unable to remain a faithful lover to Kourtney. Apparently, Kourtney had discovered evidence of unfaithfulness on Scott's part multiple times, and yet the two remained on and off for a whopping 9 years before calling it quits for good in 2015. Surely it's not much of a surprise here that the Kardashian crew was not a fan of Scott by any means. They thought he had a horrible attitude and needed to tend to his previous alcohol use. The blend of issues often led to altercations stemming from Scott's behavior, who has admitted in the past that he struggled with alcohol basically up until they split. However, nowadays Kourtney and Scott have both moved on in the love department and are doing a great job at co-parenting, possibly even more so than when they were actually together. At number 2, we have the Osbourne duo known as Sharon and Ozzy respectively. As one of the biggest rock stars of not just his time, but all time, I think it was just to mostly Sharon's surprise when she found out that Ozzy was unfaithful a lot. By that point, Sharon was seemingly done with Ozzy, but around the next year and in light of their 40-year history, they ended up coming back to one another again and have been married ever since. It's unclear whether she decided to drop everything and forgive him at the time or now, but Sharon has expressed her understanding of how many men would also find it hard to remain faithful if they spent the day in Ozzy's world. Still, this doesn't mean Ozzy is proud of his past by any means. During a British GQ sit-down, the legendary rocker admitted that one of his biggest life regrets was having cheated on his wife. Quote, "I've done some pretty outrageous things in my life. I regret cheating on my wife. I don't do it anymore. I got my reality check and I'm lucky she didn't leave me. me. I was pissed off with myself, but I broke her heart. Ozzy and Sharon married back in 1982 and shared 3 children named Amy, Kelly, and Jack. At number 1, we have an unfortunate 2-for-1, and with athletes no less. Simply put, no one deserves to be cheated on, especially not more than once. However, this exact thing happened to Khloe and her past 2 relationships with basketball stars Lamar Odom and Tristan Thompson. It seems her luck with faithful men has yet to come, and it almost feels like Khloe's had some weird curse on her love life ever since her marriage to Lamar in 2009. For Lamar's situation, they divorced and then rekindled the romance, even with Khloe's revelation of Lamar cheating. They officially called it quits since, but he wouldn't be the first nor last dude Khloe was also reportedly involved with who allegedly cheated on her. With Tristan, he and Khloe were forced apart by unfaithfulness as well, while Khloe was pregnant with his child nonetheless, but they remained together for a while afterwards despite this. Khloe and Tristan officially separated when rumors of Tristan cheating with Khloe's half-sister Kylie's former bestie Jordyn Woods in February 2019. Khloe dumped him in light of the news. That concludes today's BTS. Again, I've been your host Michaela, and I'll see you all again real soon.